Scumbag.
Get away.
No,
back
dude,
up.
don't touch me,
Back
man.
up.
Do not touch me.
Turn around, put your head by your
Dude,
back.
why?
Turn around.
It appears as if some police officers really hate transparency and love violating citizens' rights. Today, we'll be going through these cases where corrupt police officers were found breaking the law and were taught a lesson. 30-year disabled veteran Samuel Garrison was walking down the road when he saw a couple of police officers pulling over a woman and conducting a traffic stop. Samuel began recording the officers, exercising his constitutional right, but the officers didn't appreciate it much.
No. What are you doing?
I'm here for your protection.
Why?
Because these people are criminals and will f***ing you over the first chance they get. Yeah, go ahead and smile and kiss them until it happens to you. I'm a 30-year veteran and I got pulled over and yanked out of my car because I refused to ID because it was an illegal stop. Yeah. Look at just Google Connecticut State Police and how much shit they're in. How much shit that, ma'am, what's your badge number and name, please?
Badge number 366.
Thank you for your professionalism. Where's the other?
Also a veteran, so.
Good for you.
The female officer identified herself and didn't seem too angry. However, another officer was sitting inside the police cruiser and things were about to take a turn for the worse as Samuel went over to record him.
Yeah, thank you for yours. How many combat tours?
2.
Yeah, too many. Where's the other pig that won't identify?
He's getting some stuff out of his car. He'll be out shortly.
He refused to identify. You might want to bring that up with the commander. It's part of your policy.
No.
I know you know, but he said it's not. So he's not only a pig, he's a liar. Fucking piece of shit. What, your dog gonna protect you? Scumbag.
Get away.
No,
back
dude,
up.
don't touch me,
Back
man.
up.
Do
Turn
not
around, put your
touch
head-
me.
Turn around, put your head by your
Dude,
back.
why?
Turn around.
Why? I asked you a question. I asked you a question.
Officer Sulik came out swinging at the auditor and knocked him down, along with his camera. Samuel's head struck the pavement, causing him to bleed and suffer injuries in the process.
Oh, oh, oh my God.
Hand behind your back.
Oh my God.
Hand behind your back.
All right, dude.
Hand
You
behind
just-
your back.
All right, dude.
Hand behind your back
I'm
now.
trying to. You just f***ed up my head. God, I got it.
Lay down.
Wait, I got a wound from the vet. And my shoulders all f***ed up from the war. Please.
Hands in front of you.
Oh
Hands in
my
front
God.
of you.
I can't see. I can't see.
Other hand.
Sure. Dude, I just asked a question.
No,
What your
you
name
approached my
was.
car and I told you to back up.
But I can go up to your car.
No, you can't.
I can. I can. This is going to be a big lawsuit.
Okay.
Okay?
Samuel kept shouting for help, but the officers didn't respond. Moreover, the female officer didn't intervene to de-escalate the situation, allowing Officer Sulik to keep making matters tough for him.
You just f***ed up, my friend.
Okay.
Your qualified immunity
Yep.
is gone.
Okay.
I'm gonna get.
I need medical help. I request a
Yeah,
supervisor.
ambulance is coming.
I request a supervisor.
I got your ID.
Please record this.
Your phone is still recording.
I request a supervisor.
Negative, just names.
I request a supervisor. I do not consent to searches or seizures.
Well, you're under arrest. So
Well, for what? Then read me my rights.
I'm not asking you questions.
Samuel was arrested without any reason, and he was made to sit there with his head bleeding for 10 minutes before the EMS arrived. The female officer handed him his phone back, but didn't have the courage to release him from the handcuff.
Can you hand me my phone, please? Thank you. What's the crime I committed? Obstruction's a physical, not verbal.
Also approach the police car.
I can do that.
Very quick. You cannot get close to her.
I can. I can go and take pictures inside it.
In the middle of an investigation.
But I don't know what you're doing.
And you also, he's got a canine and everything. So
But I don't know what you're doing. He could have said, "Excuse me, sir, back up," and I was still 4 feet away.
you could have been armed.
Oh my God, I could have been. Really? Is that what you're going to use?
You've seen the news.
Oh no, I have. Oh, is that how we're going to play this? Is that how we're going to do this?
guys-
Officer safety.
The same thing
Off
for
the
you.
first officer. Yeah, but you're a police officer, not me.
I'm not yelling at you, so why are you yelling
Because
I know you're.
why am I yelling at you?
I know why
Because
you're
I'm
yelling.
aggravated. I defended the Constitution for 26 years and get treated like this by some Nazi mother.
The veteran was absolutely pissed at the officers, and even though the female officer did initially appear to be calm and composed, she kept defending the action of the tyrant.
You have a head injury. He hit the ground.
I didn't hit the ground. I got plowed into the ground by the pig. In my own town, taking pictures of the police is illegal, I guess.
All right, sir, so we're separate from them, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, dude, you're my boys.
All right, we're here to treat you. We don't want to have any trouble, okay?
Is a supervisor on the way? So we can, he's not coming out?
For him, no.
Can I get a supervisor on site, please?
Hey, boss.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Kevin.
Okay, I'm Colby.
Where's my wallet? I want it back. You had no right to take it. You haven't arrested me. You got me in custody. You haven't read me my Miranda rights or told me what I'm being arrested for. I want that information now, or I want my wallet back. God, this dude is just a fucking idiot.
After getting treatment, Mr. Garrison was charged with 2 counts of interfering. However, the veteran never obstructed the cops or posed any threat to them. Soon after this incident, he planned to file a civil rights lawsuit against the officer in the city. He started a GoFundMe campaign, which has successfully raised almost $8,000. Very soon, he will be suing the cop and hopefully get the justice he deserves. We hope this tyrant learns his lesson, but this next auditor took these ignorant officials to the cleaners on the spot.
You have no legitimate purpose to be here. You need to exit this space. You may stand outside.
In August 2023, First Amendment auditor Jean-Paul Reyes decided to conduct a First Amendment audit at the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. However, just as he made his way in, he was met with resistance from a parole officer.
This is the parole lobby here. Yes, ma'am. I don't need any help at the moment. I don't need any help at the moment, ma'am.
Okay, you cannot be here if you're not here to see anyone for parole.
There's a sign that says for visitors. I'm here to do a FOIL request for some public documents.
Are you recording?
I'm taking some pictures and video.
Okay, you cannot do that.
Why can't I do that? There was a lot of signs up front. None of them said that there was no pictures or videos allowed.
We do not take photos in here.
What'd you say?
I'm Parole Officer Franklin. There's no one here in this building, and we are not taking photos in here. The FOIL request can be made on the website. You don't need
I could do it in person though, right?
No, we don't do a FOIL request here.
Why not? You're the agency with the records.
FOIL request here. You can request that online with the link.
The woman was wrong. The building was public, and anyone could enter it, and Sean had every right to film inside. Seeing her aggressive demeanor, Sean decided to teach her a lesson.
So I will ask you to leave because we cannot have any filming in here.
So the only reason you're asking me to leave is because I'm recording?
Am I making myself clear?
Ma'am, you are very clear. I can hear you perfectly fine. I just, you're not my parole officer. I don't have a parole officer, and you don't have no authority over me. So I would ask that you de-escalate a little bit and talk to me with some respect, the same way I've been talking to you with respect, ma'am.
I'm talking to you with respect.
Do I make myself clear? Is that talking to somebody with respect, ma'am?
Not a problem. You want us to keep standing there?
You don't like it, do you?
After seeing that Sean wouldn't back down so easily, she left the place and called her fellow parole officers, who were even worse when it came to understanding the law.
Hey, how are you?
So this gentleman is requesting for a FOIL. I explained to him, FOILs are not done here. They're done through a request online. He's recording us. He's not on parole. I've asked him to leave. He won't leave.
I'm just taking some pictures and video in the publicly accessible area, sir. May I get your name? I'm trespassing? How am I trespassing? This is a public lobby. Can I just get your names and badge numbers?
If you're not on parole and you have no business here.
All 3 of them appeared nervous and shocked when they confronted Sean, as they lacked the knowledge to tackle him. They were too proud to accept that he was legally allowed to carry out filming. However, one of the parole officers proved a little too difficult.
I do have business here.
What's your business?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story. This is a publicly accessible area. This is a lobby. I'm working on a story on the New York State Department of Correction and Community Supervision.
Okay. They have a unit that deals with if you want information from DOCCS that they can provide that to you.
Oh, I'm sure they do have a unit that provides information. I just like to go randomly and unexpectedly to public offices and publicly accessible offices and conduct my investigation. May I get your names and badge numbers?
Preston, 1939.
What would you say, sir?
Preston, 1939.
Preston? And your name?
I'm P.O. Rookwood 9.
You're the one that said I was trespassing. I'd like to know who says I'm trespassing.
I'm not giving you.
Why would that? Are you a public servant?
I'm not giving you.
Do you work for the public, sir?
Of course.
So why wouldn't you acknowledge yourself to a member of the public?
So I'm not
Well, you don't know who anybody is until you meet them.
Exactly. I don't know who you are.
And you just met me.
I don't know who you are.
At this point, Sean realized he was up against some tyrants, so he asked for a supervisor.
So you're not going to provide your name? Are you a supervisor here?
No.
None of you are supervisors?
Nope.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
They went to go get it.
And you told me your name and badge number, right, sir? Thank you. Appreciate the professionalism.
Sir, the supervisor has instructed you to leave. You're trespassing. If you stay on the premises, we're going to call the police department and have you arrested for trespassing.
You can call the police department. It's fine. This is a publicly accessible area. I'm here conducting lawful business. How is this a restricted area if the door is open? I don't understand.
Actually, the door's not supposed to be open.
The door is not supposed to be open?
It should be buzzed in. So maybe it didn't lock from the last person who left. But this is a restricted area.
Despite being threatened with an arrest, Sean made it clear that he wouldn't surrender his constitutional rights. Finally, the supervisor arrived, who wasn't any different from the other official.
Well, the door was wide open. Hey, sir, how are you? Hey, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Are you a supervisor here?
Yes, sir.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Identification?
I don't have any identification on me, and I wouldn't hand it over if I did.
What's the purpose of your visit?
So I'm an independent journalist. My name is Sean. I'm here to exercise my First Amendment right, just to gather some information. I'm working on a story on the New York State Department of Corrections.
Excuse me.
Sure, sir.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
You have no ID.
I wasn't aware that I need to carry ID, sir.
You're in a government building, in a law enforcement building. Do you have identification?
I wasn't aware I was obligated to
Answer
carry
the question,
identification, sir.
Do you have identification?
No, and if I did, I
No
wouldn't give it to
photo
you.
identification.
No, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you, sir. I haven't broken any laws.
Shortly after, the supervisor left as he got a call. Sean remained in the room with the other officers momentarily before the supervisor arrived back. And this time, he had a much more straightforward agenda against him.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you have identification with you?
You asked me that several times already, sir, and I don't. And if I did, I wouldn't give it to you.
You have no legitimate purpose to be here. You need to exit this space. You may stand outside. Otherwise, you will be arrested.
For what?
Okay? Trespass.
This is a public
You
building.
have no legitimate business here. Please leave.
My legitimate business is asking questions of government officials. I'm here to ask
We do not
questions.
speak to the media. I can give you a number that you can call and speak to. Please exit
Okay,
the
so can you
building.
grab me the
I
number?
will give it to you. Please exit the building.
All right. I'm just going to take some pictures of these
There's
publicly
no-
accessible.
I need you to exit the building
Sir,
now.
this is a small lobby. I'm just here to
Excuse
grab
me.
some content
Sir,
for my story, and then I'll be on my
excuse
way,
me.
okay?
I need you to leave the building.
And I
Do you
will
understand?
as soon as I'm done
No.
conducting my lawful
I-
business,
no,
sir.
You have no lawful business here.
I do,
Please,
sir.
No. You have not produced identification as requested by me. I'm the supervisor in this building.
I don't have to provide
need
you
to-
identification.
Okay, then you have to leave.
The supervisor was getting increasingly impatient with each minute, and his demeanor worsened. Despite this egregious behavior, Sean wasn't to be intimidated, as he kept questioning him back.
Maddie's on the phone with him now.
Yes, Presley, get him on the phone.
There's no need to waste law
Sir,
enforcement's
please
time.
exit the building.
This is a constitutionally protected activity.
You have to leave. This
Are you
is
law
a
enforcement?
Yes.
You're in law enforcement?
Yes. Please exit the building. You have no legitimate.
So you're saying
purpose
if I
to
don't
be-
exit the building, you're going to arrest me?
you will be arrested. Please exit the building.
And your name is?
My name is Officer Koshin.
Koshin?
Koshin.
Officer Koshin.
Please.
All right, officer. Your name, Koshin, will be on the federal civil rights lawsuit,
Please
okay?
exit the building. Thank you.
And your name?
You have refused to
And your name?
provide any documentation.
I'm asking
Please leave.
one of your officers their
Please
name,
leave.
and they're not providing their
They do
name.
not have to answer you. Please leave.
All right,
If you have
we'll figure out who he
provide
is.
identification, we'll be more than happy to talk to you. I will
So
say
because
that.
I
will
don't
give
have
you
identification,
that
you're
number.
not going
Please
to
leave.
talk to me?
Please leave.
It's truly bizarre to see public officials acting like this, and Sean was visibly frustrated by this treatment. He went on to give them one final lecture before departing the building.
Sir, this is ridiculous. This is a small lobby. This is a small public lobby. I've already seen everything that I can see. This is ridiculous for you to be acting this way and for your officers to be acting this way, especially her. Do I make myself clear over there? Because that's not the way you treat members of the public. I don't care if they're on parole or not. Do you understand me?
Sir, you do not have a legitimate
great.
business here.
I'll wait for law enforcement to come and we'll talk to them, okay?
I'm law enforcement as myself, so I'm directing you.
Then you are in direct violation of your oath that you took to uphold the United States Constitution, sir. Yes, you are. I'll wait for law enforcement to come and I'll speak to them and see what they have to say about this. Because you're violating my constitutional rights right now, sir. That's what you're doing. And your other officers here are being unprofessional, which makes sense because you're their supervisor, right?
After being illegally trespassed from the building, Sean contacted the New Rochelle Police Department to come over and serve justice. Soon, a couple of officers arrived at the scene, and the auditor briefed them about the earlier encounter.
How you doing today? You mind if I get your name and badge number, sir?
Yeah. Cruz 1013.
Cruz 1013. Thank you. Hi, ma'am. And your name and badge number, please? Duncan 1049. Thank you. Thank you. So I guess you were called here just because I'm filming in publicly accessible areas of this facility and around. I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean. I'm working on a story for the Department of Corrections. And they didn't seem to like that I was in the public lobby. I was in the lobby. It says visitors welcome this way. There was no restricted access of anything, no signage that said it was restricted, but they're claiming that it's a restricted area, even though it's a public lobby. So they said they were going to call you. I said I would wait out here until you guys came to see what you guys had to say about it. All right? Yeah, sure. No problem. Okay, yeah, no problem. No problem.
The cops entered the Department of Corrections, and Sean hoped for an apology. However, they had a pretty unusual claim to make, which left the auditor puzzled.
So we're going to be able to get all the body camera footage. Hey, Sarge, how are you? You mind if I get your name and badge number, Sergeant?
Sure, 34.
34, Murphy?
Yes.
Thank you, Sarge. I appreciate it. Thank you. I will be getting the body camera footage. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to get the body camera footage of what they're saying. For full transparency, stay tuned to the channel so you don't miss the body camera footage video when that comes in. It's always very interesting to hear what they have to say when they think no one's listening. Not many people request body camera footage, so they're not really worried about what they're saying inside. I've caught, as you all know, so many law enforcement officers saying the most egregious things when their body camera's on. It's ridiculous. Hey, Sarge. Hi.
So I'm just trying to find out what's your reason. What are you doing to be exact?
Oh, so my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just gathering content in publicly accessible areas for a story I'm working on. Sean, S-E-A-N. It's part of my story.
Okay, are you aware that this is a private property?
This isn't private property. This is public property.
As far as I'm concerned, I was told by Mr. Barry Jacobson, the owner of this property. It's a private property, so I'm just trying to find out right now, did he give you permission to video record?
Barry Jacobson?
Yes.
A private individual?
He's the owner.
According to these cops, the building was owned by a private individual. But despite this, it was currently serving as a public office, and Sean had every right to be there. He once again countered the cops, proving his competency regarding the law.
Oh, so he leases the section out to the New York State Department of Corrections Community Supervision?
There's two companies inside this building.
Okay.
We have the Department of Corrections and what is...
like a drug rehab?
Yes. Yes, we were informed that Mr. Barry Jacobson owned the building. We called him. We asked him if he gave anyone any permission to be on this property currently right now to be video recording. He said no, he didn't give anyone any permission, but he would like to know who's out here.
technically, if a government agency is leasing the property, it then becomes under the government agency's control for as far as publicly accessible areas. It's a government agency, it's funded by taxpayers. But if someone else owns this property and they don't want me here, that's fine. I don't need permission to be here. There's no restricted area signs, there's no keep out private property signs. So there's no way of me knowing that. So I have every right to be here currently. If the owner of the property doesn't want me here, that's a different story. I already got all the content that I needed, so...
Sean was technically correct, as the place had been leased to the government and was now a public building. However, despite this, he decided to end his audit as he made his way out of there.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day, okay? Take care. Stay safe out there.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks for not violating my rights today. You wouldn't do that? Great. Thanks, Sarge.
The parole officers certainly violated his rights, and Sean planned to file a lawsuit against them. However, there has been no update on his channel so far. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we witnessed instances where corrupt police officers were held accountable. It's disturbing to see how law enforcement reacts when confronted by an auditor. We can only hope that both Sean and Mr. Garrison receive the justice they deserve. If you stand with me on this, please show your support by liking the video and subscribing to stay updated on similar cases in the future. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.